Episode 3, The Rite of Turnabout. Welcome back, everybody!
Wakey wakey, 201. Got some more questions. Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's escaped!
Well, you know, with Dad's back on the streets, things will be on the up and up for us.
Keep your voice down. You want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on, we're small fries compared to... Huh?
Uh-oh. Murder! Oh no! Does that mean yet another murder trial? Soon to happen? May 9th, 3:30 p.m. Temple. Oh my gosh, we're back here again. Ah, another fine day in the Kingdom of Khura'in. It's so peaceful here. Can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but this place is really starting to grow on me. Still. What a way to be introduced to Khura'in, am I right? Crazy way. Time to deal with these people again. It sure was a rough start. Now, to do what I came here to do. To see Maya. Her long ascetic training is finally coming to an end. Before it does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. Mr. Wright! Oh, yeah, I kind of was thinking him, but I wasn't sure. Haparaki! Hey, Albie. Haparaki. Oh, you've mastered the traditional greeting of Khura'in. I don't know about that, but I guess all that practice is paying off. Have you gotten used to life in the temple? I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the mornings start a little too early for me. Yeah, swell morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Khura'in. Hats off to you guys. I don't know how you do it. Today's a special day, full of even more prayer than usual. Nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content. I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So what makes the day so special anyway? You mean you don't know? Today's the purification rite. It's only performed once a year. But Maya must have been talking about it on the phone yesterday. Wonder what her role in it is. So what exactly is Maya going to be doing in this for this purification rite? What, didn't she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important part of the entire rite. It's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role. Well, that's really something. It really is. Helping out such an amazing person. It's been the greatest honor of this humble tour guide's life. So who is this Lady Kira you mentioned? Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought valiantly to establish the Kingdom of Khura'in. Let me stop you right there. Is something wrong? No, it's just, I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story. Yeah, I'd say it normally takes around 2 hours to tell. Phew, dodge a bullet there. Oh my gosh, 2 hours. Alright, you're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. The story can wait then. In the meantime, you can read up on the rite with this. An English guidebook? Where'd you dig this up from? Found it just lying in there in the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it. Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See, there's her name on the back. There's no harm in keeping this for a while, then. Wright's guide added to the court record. Why is it in our court record? We shouldn't have a court record right now. Oh, boy. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised to hear this music. I thought this was actually Bonnie's theme, but apparently not. It's just a general theme they use in this game. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Let's go to the Plaza of Devotion. I wonder if Maya's matured any since I last saw her. Now, I feel like I need a refresher on this. When was the last time Phoenix saw Maya? Like, it wasn't the end of Trials and Tribulations, was it? Because that's a long freaking time ago if it was. A guide to Khura'in's rites written for tourists. Ooh. Full moon curtain. Oh gosh, this is a lot of information. High priest, priestess staging area. The ceremony ends with the rite of fire, in which the priestess circles the sacred flames to purify her soul. As Lady Kira and the high priest purifies both Lady Kira and her dagger. Purification rite is a 3-part ceremony held on the map when the moon is directly over the summit of Mount Pawnee Pawnee. It begins with the transformation rite. The high priest reads scripture while a priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira, which have been purified with incense. That's not the same. Next is the rite of water, in which the priestess enters the spring dressed as a Lady Kira. The high priest that purifies both Lady Kira and her dagger. Oh, okay, it does say that actually. Ceremony ends with the rite of fire, in which the priest circles the sacred flames to purify her soul. 2 then devote themselves to prayer until the rite comes to a close 2 days later at noontime. So basically the whole thing is a fancy way for Lady Kira to take a bath once a year. Must be nice to be her, haha. I mean, you could choose to do that, Phoenix, just people would probably think you're really smelly, but I mean, there's nothing stopping you from doing that if you wanted to do that. Just you, you know, just you. But yeah, I'm sure that this Kira person probably was a bit smelly, I'd have to guess. Still the same information for I'll be your guide. I'll be your guide. I'll be your guide. I'll be your guide. Ah. Anyway. It's on the mountaintop, so it might get a little cold, though. I think I can handle it. Can ya? Any ideas? There has been a lot of more tourists this year than last. And your tour guide business must be booming. It is! But I have more important things to do right now. Namely, helping you, Mr. Wright. I think I'll tip him a little extra for his help later. Oh, what to do? Let's head over to where the purification rite will be held. What sort of rite is it? We'd wind up missing a whole day of the rite if I were to explain it. In that case, I think I'll just go see it for myself. Yeah, might be a good idea for that anyway. Can I examine? Oh, I can examine stuff. This is a really gorgeous spring. You have an excellent eye for beauty, sir. This is the guiding waters, the centerpiece of our temple tour. It's a sacred pathway for people's minima, so don't ever wade into it. Why? What would happen if I did? I don't think we should even be talking about this. Just don't go in it, okay? What's the worst that could happen? We're okay for now, right? As long as we stay out of the water? Supposedly, anyway. Can't imagine we wouldn't be. What are those buildings over there? Those are training halls. Monks continuously undergo rigorous training there, day in and day out. You could try it out for a day if you like. They do really interesting stuff like meditating while standing on their heads. That's really okay, Albie. Thanks. Yeah, it's okay. No need to worry about that. I should offer a prayer now and then, since they're letting me stay here. Let's see. May there be a slightly softer futon tonight. Make tomorrow's breakfast be a little bigger. Wow, I'm impressed by your prayerful heart. Prayerful heart. Prayer is at the heart of Khura'in'ism, after all. May the Holy Mother's blessings be upon you. Oh, thanks. Now I feel kind of bad. Nah, I don't feel bad. It's okay. Phoenix, you'll be fine. Okay. Well, that looks like everything then, I think. So now just present some evidence. Wow, what a beautiful badge. It's the attorney's badge we use in my country. Kinda looks like a sunflower to me. Yep, and I'm pretty sure there's even a reason for it. Please do explain, Mr. Wright. Maybe next time. I should have known he'd ask me to explain. Why don't you explain, Phoenix? Is this some sort of new tourist souvenir? Sorry, but no. Oh. Sorry to be such a disappointment. No, Phoenix, you're not a disappointment, man. Not a disappointment. Alright, well, before we move on to our first area, let's go ahead and do our first save of the case. And bye-bye Apollo, hello again Phoenix Wright. You are back. You're back where you belong. Plaza of Devotion, let's do it. Wonder how crazy this case is gonna be. Because, I mean, that last case is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. May 9th Plaza Devotion. Not too hard either. Simple enough for me to figure it out. Somehow I game overed more on the first case than I game overed on the second case. Like, what? Like, how does that work? I guess, I mean, what? I only got like 2 penalties the entire case, I think it was. One of them was a bogus penalty, I'll just mention that. I still think that freaking contract thing was freaking bogus, I swear. That should not have been a penalty. But, like, it makes no sense that I present the contract, and it's like, okay, that's wrong. I present the clipboard, and what does he start doing? He immediately starts talking about the freaking contract. Like, dude, come on, man. I swear. Anyway. Brr, it's so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. Look at all these people. Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kira, protector of our land. This means she had to vote everyone is. Voted, right. Couldn't they just as easily do all this praying someplace warmer? This too is part of our religious training. Helps us build strength of spirit and willpower. Further up, at the end of those stairs, is the Inner Sanctum. Not the Inner Sanctum? Oh no. Whoa. You see, everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious. Of course we are! After all, Khura'in is also known as the land of prayer. Said that we Khura'inese spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer. What? 15? Yeah, it's kind of excessive, honestly. The moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. So that means you sleep 9 hours a day, then? Right, anyway. You see all the square flags around here? They're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people. Oh, we're just talking about these colorful strips of cloth. There's something written on each one. Such piety is the glory of our people, and... I'm afraid that story is going to have to wait for another time, Albie. Maya should be here any minute now. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again. Pardon me, O noble traveler. Is that Maya?
How do you fare, Mr. Wright? It's been many a day.
Who might you be?
Whoa!
Maya?
That's what she sounds like? That sounds way deeper than any voice I've ever given her. Miss Maya, Haraki. Haparaki, Albie. And you, Mr. Wright. What happened to Nick? Call him Nick again. Come on, dude. May the Holy Mother guide you on your journey. Oh, thanks? Long time no see, Nick. Oh, there we go. That's better. Well, did I surprise you with my act? Yeah, you can say that again. This is Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium from Khura'in village back home. Not to be confused with the country of Khura'in. Completely different places, apparently. She was also my assistant for quite some time. But that was many years ago. Her ability to channel spirits saved me more times than I can count. I sure miss those days. Is she a mind reader? Oh wait, she's always been a mind reader. What am I talking about? It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Wright & Co. law offices. Now she's here, training to be leader of the Khura'in village, and the master of her craft. Apparently to become the master of the Khura'in channeling technique. You have to train here in Khura'in, since this is where technique is originated. Thus why the names are so similar. Didn't that sound like a P.S. None when you saw me just now? Too bad that's about all I learned from all the training I did. You haven't changed a bit, Maya. Huh? And what's that supposed to mean? She may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside she's the same old Maya. Kinda glad for that. That's good, I guess. Maya Fey, age 28, a practitioner of the Khura'in channeling technique. We used to take on all sorts of cases together. How old was she in the first case of freaking Ace Attorney? Wasn't she like 17 or something? So this is what, 11 years difference then? Oh dang. Like I said, everyone's just gonna get old at some point. Eventually, Trucy Wright's gonna become an attorney and just be like, magical attorney, Trucy Wright, here we come, whoa! It's gonna happen, everyone. It's gonna happen. I'm calling it. It's gonna happen. What do I want to do? Do I want to talk to her? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Let's go ahead and just examine. Nah, let's present evidence first. Oh, hey! Congrats on getting your badge back, Nick. Thanks, Maya. Now you can go back to a life of bold-facedly bluffing the day away every day. That's not exactly why I returned to the courtroom, you know. Indeed. Hey, that's mine! Well, I was just sitting there in the temple's library, so Albie sort of checked it out for me. Hope it comes in handy then. Oh, and by the way, the Maya Library of Guidebooks has a $2 a day donation policy. I guess Albie's entrepreneurial spirit is contagious. Oh no. You are not doing that, Maya. You are not doing that. Okay, you. Wow, no one's moved a muscle. People will stay in that position and pray for 2 days straight, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? 2 days straight? God, I'm not them, and that I get to be Lady Kira. Maya, don't be rude. You just hang in there, Nick. It's only 2 days after all. I don't recall signing up for this part of the tour. You know what they say, when in Rome. Now I understand the saying, there's no place like home. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, indeed. Albie said these are called prayer flags, and the prayers written on them are carried throughout the kingdom by the wind. Now, if I were to pray for something, it would be for me to not get dragged into any more trouble than I already have been. Oh, shoot. Nothing over there. Well, stairs over there. What a magnificent gate. You can tell at least it's someplace sacred like the Inner Sanctum. Sadly, only holy people are allowed through there. And here I am, hoping to show you just how amazing I've become during the rite today. All that spiritual power I built up during my training is going to rush out like a raging river. Yeah, just try not to overdo it, okay? Yeah, be careful, be careful. If Maya's back, I wonder if Mia will also make a return. Or Pearl. Well, I mean, Pearl was in Dual Destinies, but still. I wonder if Mia will be in this game. Okay, that's everything then. Alright, good stuff. Alright, Maya, want to talk? It's been 55 years, you know? I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in a court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. I was the accused. You should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing. Excuse me. I bet it was another one of your famous seat of your pants come from behind wins, huh? Well, I was almost found guilty any number of times. Okay, so it wasn't my finest hour, so sue me. I mean, you were actually found guilty once, but you know, revisionist history and rewind buttons and stuff like that. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Ouch, it definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So I guess you finished the bulk of the training need to become the master, right? Oh, you mean super special meditation course for increasing spiritual power? Yep, I've completed the full 2 years. I can finally go home once I perform the purification rite today. Just wondering why they're having a foreigner conduct one of their sacred rites. Well, the High Priest's wife usually conducts it each year. With a baby on the way, it's just more than she could handle. So the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year. Well, you may not know all of their customs, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great. You bet! Just you watch, Nick. I'm going to be the best Lady Kira guardian deity ever. I better throw in a few prayers for things to not end in a flaming disaster then. Guardian deity? Whoa, man. So about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today. What exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home. She's a real person who fought to establish the Kingdom of Khura'in a long, long time ago. Oh, so she actually existed? And now the kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. And she murders people. They believe she appears to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger. And murders the people who put the kingdom in danger. Cloaked in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice, defeats the kingdom's enemies. And murders them. That sounds like something you'd be into. I know, right? I love murdering people. Who would want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? And murders them! Right, whatever floats your boat. Still, Lady Kira must really be a popular deity if all these people are here for her. Yup, but there's more to it than just her popularity this year. There's more? And that would be the Wright's popularity. So why is this Wright attracting such a large crowd this year? There's been actual sightings, you know, of the real deal. Murdering people. Allow me to explain. A mysterious figure clad in Lady Kira's robes appeared, just like in the legends. She began capturing members of the Defiant Dragons right and left. You're kidding, right? It's only a matter of time until she gets their leader, the revolutionary Dirk. Or as I said, Durkay. Durkay. I like Durkay though. Durkay sounds cool, but I mean Dirk. 2. So Lady Kira is a rebel hunter now, huh? It's a bit hard to swallow though. I mean, even if they are trying to disrupt the peace. I doubt the actions of a band of rebels can bring a legendary figure back to life. I didn't believe it at first either. But there's a real picture of her in the front page of today's newspaper. Sightings would go back to about 2 years. This is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken. I wish someone was actually able to capture her on film. Couldn't it just be some Lady Kira fan? You know, like you, Maya? You mean like a cosplayer? Those rebels are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff. Think some regular cosplayer can take on people like that dressed in a costume alone? That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed a sacred robe or something. Spirit possessing a piece of clothing. Maybe you should cut back on all those action superhero shows, Maya. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. I've got a real office to run now, so I've got to keep it real, right? I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me. You really lost your edge since I last saw you. The spikes have grown really dull, and there's even one that's drooping. Can we just leave my hair out of this? Anyway, I swear that the Lady Kira people have been spotting is the real deal. Besides, it's just so much more fun to believe it's true, you know? Can't believe you really buy all that. Although, I wonder who's under that robe. May 9th newspaper added the court record. But Mr. Wright, she's a talk of the town. She even gave me this great new food idea. Let's see. Lady Kira returns to Battle Rebels. The Lady Kira-like figure that appeared 2 years ago remains a mystery. Some town elders see her as Lady Kira in the flesh. Such rumors are fueling the enthusiasm for today's Purification Rite. Today's Purification Rite. The thick white ice that froze the ground from the Inner Sanctum to the Plaza of Devotion till yesterday has melted. The rite can now go on as planned. We give thanks for the blessings of the Holy Mother and Lady Kira. Haparaki. Escape prisoner alert. Police are asking the Kingdom subjects to be on the lookout for a male insurgent who escaped from Royal Penitentiary number 4 yesterday. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Very interesting, indeed. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira, calling it the Kira bun. Talk about a Kira business strategy. Come on, Maya, just admit it. Admit it's you running around dressed as Lady Kira already. Exclamation mark! Dot 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 dot. Hee 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 hee. I guess the jig is up. What? Is it really true, Miss Maya? Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I have returned in this lovely young lady's body. What? Whoa. Fooled him. Only a minion of the Defiant Dragons could see through my disguise. Now feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Hi-ya! Ow. Mr. Wright. Just kidding. I mean, come on. I may be dressing up as Lady Kira for the right today. There's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I don't know, that was a pretty solid left hook she just threw. Oh, you were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second. No one can be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoy playing superhero at the right today. Oh, when you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Jangle, jangle. Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priest's footsteps. I better get going. His footsteps? During the rite, he wears these really big bells on his ankles. That way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? We'll see you later.
I'll see you all later.
I doubt they're actually meant to be a stop slacking warning system for you, Maya. Miss Maya is always so bright and cheerful. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. As in, at all. I wonder if that means her training's been all for naught. I hope not. Ah, it's the Acolyte Zealot. Acolyte Zealot? Whoa. Dang, it's a person bending over forward. What? Look, he's the one praying in the red and saffron robe. He's a disciple of the High Priest, Abbot. Abbot in me? Abbot in me? Abide in me? I'm gonna assume that's what that is. And lives and trains at his house. See how he prays in the cold without moving a muscle? Yeah, I could never do that. Ah, it's a bot in me. The purification rite is about to begin. Yeah, let's do it. That's the sacred robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. It's almost exactly what that figure in the newspaper photo was wearing. Whoever it is must have worked really hard to copy it. Please, sir, it's not a good idea to stare like that. You could be struck blind. Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Well, those bells on the High Priest's ankles. They're a lot bigger than I thought they'd be. Mr. Ray, it's time to enter the prayer pose. For everyone else. Those who don't will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother. Okay, let's see. First I kneel down and cross my ankles. And then I bow forward. Youch! Great, now all I can see is the ground. My back is killing me. You really should have trained for this, sir. Wait a sec. How long are we supposed to stay like this, Albie? It requires that we stay like this until the day after tomorrow. That's 2 whole days. Nah! I don't feel so. Mr. Wright, are you okay, sir? Somebody help! Whoops. Mr. Wright? Please, you have to get up. Ugh, ouch, am I aching? Albie? Where are we? The High Priest's house at the foot of the Plaza Devotion. Guess I passed up from the back pain. Jeez, you got that bad of back pain? Must have carried me all the way out here. Something terrible's happened. It's Miss Maya, she's... Oh, just follow me to the Plaza Devotion. Something must have happened while I was passed out. Miss Maya, she's been arrested! Of course she has. This is what, like the freaking third, fourth time now she's been arrested for something she didn't obviously do? What? You know, at some point, it's like, you get falsely accused of this many times, it's like, I don't know, it's like, can we just stop accusing him at this point? Like, geez Louise. May 10th, 8 a.m., Plaza of Devotion. Like, if you get, like, falsely accused of murder 5 times, and you get proven innocent every single freaking time, like, I don't know, man. Like, okay, I mean, that's a bad idea, obviously, because then if you really commit murder, then it's like, well, I mean, they didn't do it, like, 5 times. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. It's just... Stop arresting Maya, people! Frick, man! Gosh dang, man. Huff puff. Where's Maya? Just take it easy, alright? But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong. You can talk all you want back at the station. Let me go! Maya! Nick, I didn't kill him! I swear I didn't! Why you? Come along peacefully or suffer the consequences. Wait a second, what on earth is going on? I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my way... I like how everyone's still freaking, like, kneeling down. So weird. Hey, back off, officer. Oh, it's Emma. What the frick is she doing here? Emma? Emma Sky? What's she doing in Khura'in? Yeah, I'd like to know how she just popped up out of nowhere. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. But we're placing Maya under arrest. Alright, take her down to the station, but with respect, got it? Yes, ma'am! Nick! So what are you doing in Khura'in, Emma? It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Khura'in, Mr. Wright? Same here, it's a long story, but we can get caught up later. Right now, I need to know what happened. Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. Wait, the High Priest was murdered? Great. Just great. Congrats on your return to the legal world. I wanted to congratulate you sooner, but I never had the chance. Thanks, Emma. Congratulations to you, too, on becoming a forensic investigator. How did Phoenix know about that, unless Apollo said something? Thanks. Oh, I know. Let's celebrate by dusting your attorney's badge for fingerprints. Or how about we do a luminal test on it? I think I'll pass on both, but thanks. Why not? It's been ages since you presented evidence to me. When we worked that one case together? I seem to recall a thin layer of fingerprint powder on every piece of evidence then. Well, I guess they get that way from time to time now too. As enthusiastic as ever, huh, Emma? Indeed. And that's no more there. Alright. And there's probably nothing new to... Oh. I mean, there is new stuff to present. Wow, even with the murder, all these people are still here praying. They're so into it, they wouldn't notice anything you did to them. You mean, like, taking their fingerprints? Huh? Oh, who would ever do something like that? Emma, you didn't. Oh, but she probably did. She probably did. That's a befitting gate for the path to the Inner Sanctum. It's apparently considered a sacred object to the people of Khura'in. I wasn't even allowed to dust it for prints. So even applying a little fingerprint dust to it would be sacrilegious, huh? I guess so. I applied some luminol on it instead when no one was looking. Sounds like an invitation for the Holy Mother to strike you down later, Emma. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't let that happen. No getting struck down by the Holy Mother. That's a bad idea. Alright. What's up, Emma? How's it going? What happened? What happened, Emma? Please tell me everything you can. Well, basically there was a murder during the rite, as was being performed last night. The victim is Trust in me. Trust in me, oh no. The high priest who was presiding over the rite. Wait, hold on. Last night? You mean to tell me an entire day's passed since the purification rite? That's right, sir. You passed out for a whole day from your back pain. I knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. Gotta take better care of it. Yeah, no kidding. You were barely in that position and you freaking passed out for a whole day from it? Jeez Louise. Hope I'm not like that when I'm freaking Phoenix's age. Jeez. The murder took place at the Inner Sanctum where the rite was being held. The Inner Sanctum? You heard that right, Phoenix. It's the place where the spirit of Lady Kira is enshrined. See that gate over there, and up at the top of the mountain stairs just beyond. Oh, so that's why everyone is offering their prayers in that direction. Excuse me. Abbot in me and Miss Maya went up to the Inner Sanctum to begin the rite. So after they finished the prayer, you faint in the middle of. So who do you think killed the High Priest? Unfortunately, Maya is our sole suspect right now. During the rite, the Inner Sanctum was off limits to the general public. Only the High Priest and Maya could have been there when the murder occurred. Right, plus the Inner Sanctum is on the side of a very steep mountain. And only up there is a stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion. So that's why she's been arrested. Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. She's the one who told the worshippers in the Plaza that High Priest was dead. And she made a police statement to that effect. So she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. That makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene. Mr. Wright, sir? Are you going to defend Miss Maya? Yes, of course. There's no way she killed anyone. Yeah, I don't believe it either. She's been framed. This is really something else, huh? Mr. Wright? I mean, who would have thought you'd have to take on that horrible court again? Yeah... I'm kind of wondering what she's going to see in her seance this time, though. Tell me about it. I never thought I'd have to go through another trial. The Divination Séance determines all, and defense lawyers are unwelcome. But you gotta do what you gotta do, Phoenix. Gotta do what you gotta do. So what brings you here, Emma? Back in the U.S., Japanifornia, I was working a case with an international prosecutor from Khura'in. He told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in international forensic science. I can't believe I fell for it. I mean, just look at this place. We've gone back in time. Yeah, I can't say I've been impressed with the police work I've seen so far. Still, he said he takes on cases from around the world. So maybe next time he'll have one in a major city somewhere. Well, this prosecutor has taken a liking to you, Emma. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas. I wonder, he's calm and kind and almost always has a smile on his face. Hard to tell what he's really thinking. International prosecutor, is he the one who handled Trucy's case? Yes, he is. I take it he'll be the prosecutor on this one too. Yes, Prosecutor Saad Madhi already has been assigned. Prosecutor Saad Madhi? Halkunka! You know him, Albi? Of course, everyone in Khura'in does. I'm still kind of curious how Apollo knows him, because that's... that strikes me as... really interesting, honestly, because, like... It's just how? How does he know him? Obviously, we'll have to find out eventually, but... And no spoilers, of course, either, everyone, but... I just wonder. I do wonder. Of course, everyone in Khura'in does. He's a highly revered individual, both as a prosecutor and a monk. you go up against Prosecutor Sadmati, you'll incur the Holy Mother's wrath. It's my job too as a lawyer. Alright, sorry. Just great, a prosecutor, also a revered monk in a deeply religious country. This trial is shaping to be even more uniquely Khura'inese than the last one. Yeah, no random gasp in pain going on here this time. Oh boy. I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent. I heard Apollo had a really tough time, so I better give it everything I've got. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Emma. They treat lawyers like criminals here. I'm trying to think about Prosecutor Sadmati mentioned something to that effect. Not sure how much I can help. But I'll do what I can. Really? Are you sure you aren't going to get in trouble for helping the enemy? Gulp. He did come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help Trucy in that last trial. Let's just say I'll help where I can. Thanks, but don't go getting yourself in trouble on my account, okay? Your Sadmati sounds pretty strict. So first things first, let's start with this. Hot off the press, it's the High Priest Autopsy Report. Tarast Autopsy Report added to the court record. Cause of death was blood loss from an abdominal wound delivered by a bladed weapon. The victim bled to death from a deep stab wound to the abdomen. The wound appears to have been inflicted by the Warbod dagger used in the rite. May 10, 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. Excuse me. That's interesting. It's pretty early in the morning. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kira's Warbod dagger. Yeah, war is very bad indeed. It's used during the rite. However, the dagger is yet to be found. Lady Kira's dagger, huh? I think Maya mentioned something about a dagger. Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? And murder people! Right, whatever floats your boat. Perhaps I should have seen this one coming. I like how he just says when I said too. And isn't that Rebel Hunter posing as Lady Kira also armed with a dagger? Of course, hers must be a replica, right? Would it be okay for me to go take a look at the crime scene, Emma? Police have already wrapped up their investigation. The location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure. Emma, please, I'm begging you. Just like the police, I need access if I'm to mount a viable defense. Alright then, leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Sadmati and the police later. Thanks, Emma. You've quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh no, I'm not climbing up there again. No way. Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it. You have to go to the Inner Sanctum? Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright. Why don't you join me, Albie? That's crazy talk, sir. A convict like myself were to set foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all eternity. Because the Inner Sanctum is off limits for you, huh? Oh well, guess I'll just have to face this all by my lonesome. By the way, what about all the people still praying here? Aren't they going to go home? The customs of this rite require that they not move from this spot until tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't faze them to have the police milling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Wow, I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society, huh? I suppose so. Hey, let's present some evidence, The victim's name was Tarast in Me. He bled to death from a stab wound in the abdomen. By the way, forgot to look at our information. It's the same as before. Trust in Me, age 42. Khura'inist High Priest in charge of the rites of Lady Kira. Killed during the Purification Rite. And that's no different either. That's crazy. He's like 3 years younger than freaking Maya. So freaking Sadmati was like freaking, what? Like 14 years old when the first Ace Attorney game came out? Something like that? Maybe even younger? Again, I don't remember how old freaking Maya was, so He might have been even younger than that. Maybe 13, maybe 12? Oh, but geez, man. Let's see. And the killer? At the moment, our only suspect is the person who was with the victim at the time. In other words, Maya. Yeah. It doesn't look good. It definitely does not look good anyway, but we'll have to do exactly what we can do anyway, and let's see, move to detention center. Well, I didn't think we had a choice in the matter here, but I mean, I think probably on the next exciting episode anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go to one of these locations. Where do we go? Who knows? Maybe the detention center. Maybe the Inner Sanctum. I don't really know. Anyway, everyone, the return of Maya Fey, and of course, as always, getting arrested for the third, fourth time, I think. She likes getting arrested. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. I mean, she doesn't like getting arrested, I'm sure, but, you know, somehow she has a knack for getting arrested. Being wrong place, wrong time all the time. Maya, 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 Maya. What are we gonna do with you? I swear. But anyway, everyone, let me know what you think so far about Case 3. The return of Maya, the return of Emma again. And of course, Saad Mahi is going to be our opponent. What a surprise, what a surprise. But we're going to get up someplace next time. So see you later, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. You've reached the end of this video. But before we go for the day, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to the Tier 4 and 5 channel members. Phoenix Edgeworth, Acheron X2, Menthy, and Meister Papala. Thank you all for being awesome and supporting the channel. If you too would like to also get your name shouted out at the end of each video and live stream, shoutouts are available for all Tier 4 and 5 channel members. I hope you all have an awesome day. I'll see you all later.